Wade Heineman, my voice is halfway recovered from what the frauds put in my sleeping area in the Escalade the other night. It's about halfway recovered. Twitter.com/iAuthenticWade. Been home since all day the 24th, 25th, 26th. Today's the 26th. Sleep in the Escalade here, as I've said before. And you can see my skin's dry from the heater running in the Escalade, but you can also see there's no big line under my eyes like there is in the other videos. I reset the settings here on this on the tablet today. I didn't reset the whole thing, but I reset the settings so you can see that I don't have a big line under my eye. Born 11/4/71. Graduated Wapsie Valley High School in 1990. Just showing my below, and I don't know if you can see there's the license plate. It's hard for me to see in the sun here, but I'll just show a panoramic here. But let's get back in here. It's just getting windy out there. So I'm in the Escalade now. Home all day. Did some singing. Mostly I've been doing duets with Benedetta Caretta. She's a female from Italy. I'm a little worried she and Ariana Grande have been kidnapped by these network of guys that take over people's social media and then take over their lives basically and hold them hostage. Then they prostitute them out. I'm a little bit worried just by the way her social media looks, both of theirs, the last two years basically. Benedetta Caretta of Italy, and if you look up her on YouTube, that's where I sing along with her. There is an Asian girl basically that shows up on her account somehow, but you can see it's separate from her account. You have to click on it below and then click on her videos, and then she's got all her videos. She's got one with 25 million views, so she's well seen in public anyway. But these people make comments on their social media, like on their YouTubes, on their YouTube comments. On some of these videos, these guys make nefarious comments like they're having sex with them for money. So this happened to the Filipino, or some of the Filipinos that I observed when I was communicating with the woman I had kind of an online friendship with in 2013 and 14 after I broke up with my ex-fiance. She was a Filipina, natural adult female Filipina, not the one that posted photos afterwards. That is not the one. And she joked that I was her husband because we talked so much. But she may have, possibly made it look like I got married to her, because I was getting indications that I was married after that, but I've never been married. So if you have to kind of scour their social media, like their YouTube comments, and then there'll be guys commenting about how beautiful they are, and then they'll hint that they had sex with them. And then they'll laugh and you do their little stupid emoji stuff. That's what this network of international crime that I observed in 2013-14 on this Filipina did. And Ariana Grande's, they took her social media down, so that's another way of controlling. And then the fan accounts of her, she just looks like she's being controlled to me. Maybe she's not, but she really does look like she's being controlled. And that's what these rotten shitheads do, is control people through their social media. They take over their social media, and then they take over their lives. They kidnap them, basically. And that's what it looks like to me is going on with Benedetta Caretta and Ariana Grande. But if you spell Benedetta Creta, it's Benedetta. That's her name. I like to sing duets with her because I like the way she sings. But it's about 9:30 a.m. here, north of Fairbank, Iowa, 1/2 mile north of Fairbank, Iowa. Been home last 3 days by myself, alone, as always. The frauds, I do believe, got in my Escalade because there was one of my papers was on the ground. Here's the one I used last. That's when the video was screwed up. Here's another one. I don't know if they had a hold of this one or not, or if they got anything out of my bag, because this bag was open a little bit and normally it's not. So I don't know if they got into that too. You know, I must be sleeping really deeply because they're getting this stuff. And like my court papers were on the floor. They had been in my back pocket, so they would have had to take those out of my back pocket, unless those slipped out. But I do believe they pulled the door open again while I was sleeping. Don't know who it is, but I hope they're in prison for, a minimum 5 years. They need to be spent in prison for stuff like that, or I hope they die. You know, I mean, who wouldn't want someone to go away that is doing that? So, you know, that's just wishful thinking. You know. So, anyway, there's my plates: GWE 394, GSL 674, KGC 557. And my primer over here. There's the side of my face. That side. Oop. There's that side. And again, the settings don't look perfect here. They're looking still kind of screwed up, but at least you can see I don't have the big line under my eye like I showed before when I was laying down. And my face looks like it looks now. So home all day, 3 days, last 3 days. Anything else stage lives. But the criminals, they should be going to prison for these things. There's my guitar in the background. I do practice that every once in a while. I have 3 strings on it right now because they break a lot. And I've got one more set, but I've been kind of saving it, and I kind of practice that way. I think it helps me to understand the guitar better if I play with 3 strings as opposed to 6 sometimes. 3, 4, 5 as opposed to 6. That's just my theory, but I like to do it that way. I'm still practicing. I've only been learning since March, so I'm just really, all I do is improvise. I don't learn any of the notes. I don't learn chords or anything. The chords that I hit are just based on sound and feeling away across the board. That's all on this video.